Good morning, everybody. Welcome to 10 Minutes. So, today I want to talk about discipline. Um, in the idea of self discipline, it might tangent into other things too, but we'll see where it goes. I'm bringing this up because right now I'm making sure that I'm disciplined personally on a few fronts. I'm very excited about a new, a new deal that I'm trying to go after, but at the same time, I have a lot of irons in the fire already. I have a lot of things that I need to do to support what I've already signed up for, to support what I already am supposed to get done and have made commitments to myself, to my family, to coworkers, to partners, so on and so forth. So I went to sit down at my desk on Sunday and write my letter of intent to purchase another business. And when I sat down, I was like, ooh, my desk is a mess. There's papers all over the place. And I have stuff piled, like this pile's for this company, this pile's for this thing, this pile. And then we had some changes at a lighting company, so I got a pile of bills and stuff that I've gone through, but I have to go through and really truly set up when to make payments and all of these things. So I just kind of stepped back and I was like, all right, well, I'm going to get through all of this and make sure all of this is in a good place before I move on to what I really want to be doing right now, which is writing this letter of intent so that I could hopefully see this opportunity and make something of it. So if you don't know how M&A works, and that's mergers and acquisitions, typically you get some type of information on the company. A lot of times that comes with some type of list price, and then you counter and give them a response to say, hey, I'm interested in this. This is what my timetable. These are my intentions. Da 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 da. That's what gets you going and gets things moving. So I have 2 weeks to get back to people on that. So instead of jumping right to the exciting thing, I sat there and did all the stuff that I've been pushing off. And it's really good. It's good to do that. So that's part of, making sure that you have the discipline to finish what you start before you start something new, to sustain growth, to continue to have a good, strong foundation that you've been working on and not forget that that still needs maintenance. And then add the next thing. Have I done a good enough job getting the people that are supposed to support all those other things for me where they're supposed to be? Or do I need to be disciplined enough to know that my time is still required there and it's not the right time for me? I think that it's the right time to go after it. I just believe I needed to get some of those things done so that I could feel good about dedicating some of that extra focus time on what's forward instead of what's right now. And that's a big part of discipline. If you're always living in the future and you don't take care of the little things of right now and don't have the discipline to take care of the stuff you don't like to do, well, then it's going to eventually topple over and crash and you're going to fail. And failure is not what we're scared of, but massive catastrophic failure where we lose a business or we lose being able to provide for people, or we lose our home or our cars, or we really take a huge step backwards. And all of that stuff's recoverable, but with the right dedication, the right discipline, we should be able to avoid that. And that's what my goal is. It's always been that. I've watched it, through my childhood. I watched a lot of setbacks, and I just, don't want to be there. But you do take large risks doing what I'm doing, so there's opportunities for that failure, and you got to step back and really reflect and make sure you're doing the right things to meet the goals of good, stable, controlled stress growth, if you can even control stress, but just kind of gauging your own stress and managing that. And discipline helps with all those things. And then it's also like, I don't discipline people, but you're trying to make sure that everyone in your team is disciplined. And what I mean is not that they are disciplined by me, but they're disciplined by themselves. They have the character, they have the need, they have the knowledge. They've grown enough to know when they have to do certain things and when they can get get away from doing something, or get away with not doing something right now today. Setting those priorities and stepping back and really truly putting them where they belong, not because of what you want to do, but because that's the order in which things should happen, is something I try to teach everybody who is important in my life, to hold up everything I'm trying to build. So, and then I also, my wife, she's amazing at making me slow down, or telling me that I'm taking on too much, or telling me that I need to, step away from my phone or step away from certain things. There's times where I push that limit more than I should. That time comes in spurts, and I try to get back to where I'm not, but it's very tough to balance it all. So it's back to, discipline to balance your personal life, discipline to make sure you're being there for your wife, for your children, for everybody that you need to be there for, aside from how you make money and what you're doing in your career, or for your investments, or for your hobbies, or whatever. It takes discipline to balance and manage all of that. And that's a huge focus of mine. That's why I made a piece of paper that says what success means to me, and I've written it all down and made sure that if I'm falling out of line, I pay attention to that. If I'm trying to understand where my next step is, I look at it, because there's things that I haven't accomplished, and that gives me the reset, the discipline, the vision to go out and do those things. So I just received that paperwork on Thursday last week, so I still have plenty of time to put down my stuff. I have no intentions on waiting till the last minute, but I do have intentions on knocking off some big ticket items for everything I've already got myself signed up for, to reduce that stress before I introduce a whole new level of stress and a whole new journey that's going to have a lot of learning experiences and firsts for me. It'll be my first time truly looking at a business for myself, with or without a partner, and going after something at that size and caliber. So I'm really excited about it, but I know that I need to be very, very focused and diligent on the decisions I'm making in the next few months. So I hope that helps. Discipline's important in all aspects of our life, and it applies to every single person that listens to this video. So try to make that a focus and understand what it means to you and how it makes you happy. It's Jeep day. Jeeps are cool. All right, have a good day. Go out and kill it.